because it involves Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao. Back in the news again is Bob Arum, who is voicing his opinion. Obviously, Bob Arum, his promoter, definitely has a big influence on who Pacquiao's fighting next, and he's discussing the 2017 return of Manny Pacquiao, Fighter of the Decade. Fighter of the Decade with 6 losses, 2 draws, but of course 38 knockouts. Knocked out the likes of Miguel Cotto. He knocked out Ricky Hatton with 1 punch. He knocked out a lot of great guys. Who else he knocked out, man? Took out Barrera, Morales. Couldn't beat Marquez. In fact, Marquez was in the news basically reminiscing about that the punch that shocked the world. But here's Bob Arum speaking about Manny Pacquiao, and according to him, it's up to Manny. And Manny will tell me that we have a number of opponents we're considering, and there's a number of ways to go, a number of venues, and really, if you're looking at the top-ranked roster, and that's what Bob Arum is definitely honing in on, is Manny Pacquiao's next opponent. He's pretty much, Pacquiao's gone through the top-ranked roster at 147. I can't even name a welterweight that Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought that's promoted by Bob Arum. I can't. They've all fought Pacquiao. He's gone through the gauntlet of Bob Arum fighters. You know, I think Amir Khan was brought up and no one took it seriously. I think a lot of people wanted to see a Terrance Crawford fight. Crawford's in jail. Are they going to bring him back? Like, he'll be back in time for June, but is that something Manny Pacquiao wants to do? I don't think he's been ducking Crawford. Let's be honest. Freddie Roach has been steering him away from that fight. So if he's not fighting Crawford, he just beat Jesse Vargas. He ain't fighting no fucking Jeff. I swear. If he fight Jeff Horton, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The way boxing is right now, Manny Pacquiao still has some pay-per-view juice in him, but you can't feed him to these bum-ass no-name fighters. He's got to get in the ring against a notable name. It might be Adrian Bronner. I think that's the other guy that Bob Arum was bringing up, was an Adrian Bronner fight. There's the PBC guys. You know, those are pretty much, you know, the only options left, unless we could see something special with Canelo Alvarez. I don't think Canelo wants. I don't know if he wants to go back down to like 150 or something, 152. Would Canelo come down to 152? I don't think the Chavez Jr. situation is set in stone. I think there's a backlash waiting to happen, considering, you know, Chavez is pretty much a glorified bum. Chavez Bum Jr. So it's hard to say where Pacquiao should go from here. I'd love to see fights with the PBC roster. You know, there's Danny Garcia, there's Keith Thurman, there's Sean Porter. Oh my goodness, Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao would have they'd have a fight of the year candidate. Absolutely, they would. There's Terrance Crawford, who's an awesome fighter, almost too skilled for his own good, and that's the kind of guy that definitely could spell trouble for Manny Pacquiao. But at the same time, he could lead Pacquiao to a situation where he's basically passing the torch, and at the end of the day, you know, do we really want to see Pacquiao pass the torch? Do we want to see him get an all-time great victory that's going to enhance his legacy that much more, absolutely we want to see him get that victory, but will his team go all in on Manny Pacquiao? Because he looked great against Vargas. He looked great against Vargas. But Terrance Crawford is the kind of guy that can make you look bad on your best day. And Crawford can really, he can really put some pressure on a Manny Pacquiao that hasn't felt pressure in a very long time. So that's always an option there. Is the Terrance Crawford fight? That's something that's always going to be on the table, and it's just going to be up to Team Pacquiao whether they want to, give Crawford an offer, and if they can make that fight, that might be a pay-per-view option. Crawford's coming off a John Molina victory. Crawford, I feel like he's on the cusp, but he needs a big victory. He really needs a notable victory, like if he could have got Marcos Maidana or Lucas Matisse in the ring, that would have been huge for Crawford. That might have been able to propel him. But instead he got Victor Postol. Instead he got Postol in the ring and he took him out. Yeah, let's see what else Bob Arum had to say. It seems like he doesn't even know. But he's saying he thinks it's going to be twice more next year. And after that, he's got no clue. Yeah, he's looking to have a meeting with Manny, sit down with him, and hash out an opponent. If you want to look at the welterweight scene, what's going on in the rankings, I'm going to take a quick look, but there's not a lot of guys out there for Pacquiao. At welterweight, I don't know what the fuck Amir Khan's doing, still at number one WBC. How the fuck is he ranked higher than Tim Bradley? I have no idea. Errol Spence, we know he's not fighting Spence. I don't even know who this guy Jeff Horn is. I know he just came off a victory against some nobody. Oh no, he beat that guy, Ali Fanica. He's not even really a welterweight, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing fighting Ali Fanica. But yeah, not too many guys out there. There's Ricky Burns. Pacquiao want to fight Ricky Burns? Yeah, Terrance Crawford's out there. Adrian Bronner's out there. Unless he wants to. I don't see him going up to 154 against the. That's really a killer division, 154. Erislandy Lawrence champion over there. Jamel Charlo's champion. Jamal Charlo's champion. Canelo Alvarez a WBO champion. Like it's death row over at 154. And I'm not sure if Pacquiao can hang with those guys. Especially he's a much smaller guy. And there really is not a lot of options for Pacquiao. He's either got to step up and fight. Maybe Kell Brook. Maybe Kell Brook might be the best fight out there for him. If Kell Brook and Amir Khan doesn't get made, I'm sure Kell Brook would want to fight Manny Pacquiao. And that is an awesome fight. I don't mind that fight at all. Manny Pacquiao is the champion. Kell Brook the champion. They can make that happen. So anyways, let me know what you guys think at TK Fight News.